Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So what are we doing today? We're looking at 3 books that I have. They're retail catalogues that you can buy as a book. I'll show you what they are. The first one is Edwardian Shopping. It's from the Army and Navy stores from, what was it, 1898 to 1913. Let me put that down somewhere. And the next one is the Victorian Catalogue of Household Goods. This is from a company called Silber and Fleming. I think this one is from 1883, and this one is called the Victorian. This is a chunker, the Victorian Glass and China book. This is also catalogued from Silber and Fleming as well, and the time's not quite clear in the books. I think it's a bit earlier than the other book though. So yeah, so the thing about these books is that they don't show you the makers. This particular one does differentiate between English and foreign in a kind of ambiguous way. But what they do show is what was happening in a fixed time, and what was being sold overall, so you get a feel for fashions, etc., and it helps you then put things into a time period. So yeah, so with that said, I'm going to go in the other room and have a look at these where it's a bit lighter. So I'm starting with the Edwardian book, and yeah, so this is the kind of thing. You've got like your teapots and stuff. I mean, if you go back, you'll see it's got everything bar the kit. Umbrellas. Yeah, and if you go forward a long way, coal scuttles. It's got everything for your house. Okay, and looking at this bit here, what it doesn't do is it doesn't tell you who made all these things, but I know that one there, that's Whitefriars, because I have that glass. Don't have that decanter though, and I'm not sure that decanter is actually in the books. So that's pairing those together, and you're IDing something new. I think this is Thomas Webb, and this one is John Walsh, because that's in the John Walsh book, along with this and this. So you can see things. It helps you from that point of view, because it helps you make associations, because it's showing you whole services here. And if I go over the page, oh, that's 2 pages stuck together. What a pain! There we go. You got some more, and I could probably do another video where I show you some of the things that are in here. So I own one of those, and I own that one there. There's a English Gluck there. And yeah, so you can see what was being made around the turn of the century and into the Edwardian period. Another Gluck. And we'll go over another page. And you can see all these little vases. And a lot of people associate these with this kind of vase, with Stuart crystal, but in actual fact, I know other people were making them, and some of them were being imported from abroad as well. So some of these will be English and some of them might not be. So yeah, and there isn't much more in this book. I think that if you go through it, you'll find things like glass inkwells and bottles and silver and claret jugs and stuff like that. But so it has a very small section, but it's a nice little snapshot of what people, at least what the middle classes, were buying at that time. So here's the earlier book, and what's nice is that it's got a section coloured and decorated glassware, so it's also showing you the art glass that was being made and people were buying in 1883. So this one's got a year, and you can see it's got all of these. Obviously painted glass was something people liked, and then you've got these things, the standard things that people say are Victorian glass, but not all of this. It doesn't specifically say it's English on these pages, so it might not all be English. Go over the page, see there's more. So this is nice if you're not into just tableware, It's got a bit more than tableware. It's got a lot of vases and bowls and other kinds of things. You know, these giant table centerpieces. You got your tube vases as well, but they look very different than the later ones. More decorated. And then you've got standard stuff, this is from the 1880s, and this looks like something you'd see in the Edwardian period, so something like that would be going for a long time. So yeah, there's lots of, you've got air purns, and this is in 1883, and these were being made up until the 1920s. If I go over the page, don't want to go over too many pages. Yeah, there's, sorry, I'm doing this on the floor. You've got a nice bunch of early decanters. So these, they're similar to some of the ones in the other book, but they do feel a bit different. Just there's something about them that's a bit different, proportionally, etc. You can see this type of glass is very common in this period. Then again, there's the same again. I think, and then you've got this section here. More, so these kind of decanters, these shaft and globe ones, very common in this period. The other book has got a lot of different ones, and you can see this kind of glass is very common. And then you've got a load of heavy duty goblets and stuff like this. I think that's the end of it. A few bigger things and pieces. So yeah, oh no, you've got pressed glass and cut glass as well here. So I've forgotten that this was here. But yeah, as I said, the problem is that it doesn't tell you. Oh, we got into pottery now, I think we have. Yeah. So the pages are sticking. Yeah, there you go. So that's the last one. You've got a few pickle jars and other bit compots and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a good little, another pricey. That's a big, I've seen these around, pressed glass. Comport. So this is the last book. This is the Victorian pattern glass and china book, and yeah, this is the biggest format book that there is. And what's nice here is it's got English and foreign table glass and table ornaments. Now, if we get into this, not only is there some better quality glass, you can see what's going on. As I said, this is an earlier book, so you can see they still have a bit of a vestigial old style handles. And it says best English cut glass. So this book differentiates between English and foreign by, when it's foreign it just tells you it's glass, and when it's English it tells you it's best English. So you can tell what's made in the UK and what's not. And yeah, so you're seeing still a lot of this type of stuff, and it's nice to see this because, as I said, it's showing you what's being made at this time, and it differentiates it from stuff that's earlier. So a lot of people say, oh, this is Victorian, but if you see, actually it wasn't being sold in the 1880s or 70s, when this book might be from. Yeah, you can see actually you've got a handle going one way here and one way this way. So yeah, you can see it's crossover. This jug is going this way, but the claret jugs are going that way. So it's telling you English again. Why it's got an advert for flowers, I don't know, but anyway. And you can see more classical looking. So this is definitely a higher class of glass than in the other Victorian book. And then you've got some weird ass ornaments in glass, sticky things that you don't really see. Tables, are they glass tables? I don't know. Anyway, let's just keep going. So these are all English, it's telling you here. This is something you see a lot of. Really helps you date the ones with the fern patterns on. More plain ones. More weird glass ornaments for your table. Yeah, they're putting, for some reason they're putting tables. I don't know why that's in with the glass, but anyway. But it's showing you there's a lot of glass in this one. This is, of the books, this is the one with the most in it, because it's pottery and glass. Why they've got tables on some pages, I have no idea. But you do have Tantaluses, Eperns. Yeah, and you see a lot of things that look like a leg shape, and you can see it's here, it's telling you it's English. If I go along a bit quicker, think all of this is English, it's telling you. And then, yeah, it's still English. And then it's just telling you it's engraved table glass. So it's just telling you it's table glass now. It's not telling you it's English. So things that you might have thought were English might not be, because they were just being imported into the UK. And now everybody thinks they're English now. So these are not being classed as English. They're just cut and engraved glasses and stuff. So it's back telling you it's English again now. And then it's not telling you it's English. It's a bit ambiguous, I think, but you've got hooker pipes. It's got everything bar the kitchen sink in here, I think. And then it's got a lovely big section on moulded glassware, some the tumblers that you get. So it's got loads of pressed glass. Get the idea. So this is why it's such a good reference. And then you've got coloured and decorated glassware, so more of this. There's just pages and pages. So this is the reference. If you can get hold of it, this is the one to get. I think we'll skip away. I've not actually checked. Let's go and have a look online and see what we can get as far as prices go. So we'll start looking for the Edwardian shopping book, and here it is, for £4 on eBay. Oh, plus £3.90, so you're talking nearly £8 to get that one. There's another one here for £6 plus post, so you're talking £9 for that one. Yeah, then this one's £35 plus postage, and this one's $18.99. So the prices are a little bit all over the place, but it does look like they are there to be had cheap. I did have a quick look in Amazon, and there's this one for £7.85 plus 2. So you're talking a tenner really for that one, tenner plus. And it also appears, is it also the same one because it's the same picture? Look, appears in Abe Books, so it's $8.99. It's £1 shipping. So I think, yeah, £10. Save 50p if you get it from Abe. But then there's others. This one here where there's no picture, 13.27. Oh, 12. Oh, that's coming from Sweden. So yeah, you're talking over £25. What's this? There was another one. This one, yeah, they want £40. So yeah, the prices are really variable, but it can be had cheap. So if people are running out and buying those ones, just hang around and wait for other cheap ones to appear. The next one we're looking at is the Victorian Catalogue of Household Goods. And yeah, the prices are again a bit all over the place. Here's one that's $4.49, $14.99, $4.46, $4.13. It can be got. It's looking like there's plenty of cheap ones out there though. Some of them are a bit more expensive, £7. Yeah, but that's a well affordable book. There's this other book here that I've seen, and I've already put my name down for one, so I'll come back and let you know how it goes with that one, maybe. So anyway, yeah, that one is quite cheap. I did look in A Books. Oh no, this, yeah, and it's £4.13 in here. So yeah, I don't know how many. That's the starting price is a £10 one, but that's including shipping. 12. So yeah, it can be gotten for not too much money. It's not going to kill you to get it, and some of them are very cheap. So when I was looking for the Victorian pattern glass and china book, yes, if you want it, it is the best of them. £7.86. That's a bargain with free postage. Yeah, that is the one. The next one down is £24.49, and then I've seen a few crazy prices. There's not much else. I don't think that's it. So it's a less common book, but it is a much more desirable book. I looked in Amazon. They've got one there. And it's basically £15 including postage for that one. And then I looked in books, and in this one they're saying the only one in the UK, they want 50 quid for it. So yeah, so that's not so hot. You can pay less by going international. I did originally go worldwide, and there's this one in the US. It costs, you get it for 20 odd pounds because of the shipping. It's only £10 there, but the shipping's this one's from Germany, so you talk about £30 including shipping. Yeah, there's a few, but there are no. I was going to say there are some cheaper ones, but no, it's going to cost you. The prices, some of the prices are quite high. Look, there's £50 here including postage. Another one, that one's like, that was from in Australia, so yeah, forget that. But anyway, it is a much better book, but you're going to have, if you're not super quick or willing to wait, you're going to have to pay more to get it. But as far as kind of like Victorian glass, what were people buying for their house? Not the sort of like some of the fancy well, it does include what would now consider to be collectible glass. Some of it is, but a lot of it is tableware glass or very high Victorian decorative glass. Yeah, it is quite expensive, but it does give you that point in time of what people were buying at that time. So I hope that was interesting. I think they're really good books. If you're a bit of a nerdo like me, it's nice to see like a platform of everything that was being made at a certain time. It doesn't give you the manufacturers, but the thing is, there were so many, and people were importing glass into the country. But it does give you that view of what was fashionable at a certain point in time. I might play around with a few of those items and show them in a different film. And yeah, so I will give you the titles and authors and everything of the books in the description below. Please remember to like and subscribe, because it does really help my, how can I say this? The algorithm. Yeah, all the other YouTubers talk about the YouTube algorithm. So yes, I'll say that. It does help me with the algorithm. And so thank you for watching, and have a good night. Good night.